disco balls, shiny testicles. Watch me dancing at a glance. My stance gives the impression of lance inside my pants, but don't spare because I'm natural down there. And on my head and chest is many jet black hair, unaided by a bottle of her dad that shows my hair is long since faded.
Here they call you disco balls, they shine so bright, can hardly see your disco balls. They hypnotize, I'm overcome with ecstasy. Disco balls, you ladies man, your velvet suit and sunbed tan, your disco balls of sex appeal just make me wanna squeal.
Don't be shy, girl, bring that ass over here. Girl, if you want to impress me, then just buy me a beer. To tell you the truth, I like to tell a few lies, except the size of my rise, which don't need a disguise.
Oh, disco balls, I love the way you feel the beat and lose control. My hands and feet can't stand the heat of lust you bring into my soul. Oh, disco balls, I need your disco balls to spin around my head. Dazzle as I turn the lights out when we disco in your bed. Don't be wary, this be scary, not so hairy, quite contrary, missionary, like to vary, discretionary, like my cherry. Disco slave, I'm lying on the floor, I'm ready to obey your disco laws. I have the right to remain orgasmically insane. Disco balls, I need some more, I want to feel your disco
balls, shiny testicles. Disco balls, shiny testicles. Disco balls, shiny testicles. Disco balls, shiny testicles.
Toxic Melons there with Disco Balls. That taken from their upcoming album, Bus Therapy, I believe it's called. What's his name? Paul Fairbairn. Yeah, that's your man. Sorry, I'm a bit. I'll explain to you. I'm a bit anxious, I should say, right now. I probably should have taken anti-anxiety tablet before the show, but as it is, I'm just gonna stutter through it and see how we go. Anyways, yeah, that album is it's in pre-production. He's got a Kickstarter thing going on with that to get a proper hard copies made up. So if you're interested, like that tune and a couple of other tunes I played last week on the show, get in touch with him and donate to his Kickstarter project, and then you'll get not only an album, but you get a whole bunch of other bump he's going to do with it. Yeah, it's a pretty good record. Lots of different styles and mostly power pop, but yeah, it's all good stuff. Now, the other thing I wanted to say before we get started with the show was, as regular listeners will know, at the end of last week, I was doing a bit of a project to try and sort of approach life with a more positive type of outlook and see if at all how that affected my life and how people interacted with us and different things like that. And I've asked a few people to join in with that, and of course you're still welcome to do so. What I found was that I tend to I've made a point over recent years to try and avoid gossip and slagging people off in general anyways. So for me personally, it wasn't that big of a leap to consciously make an effort to not say anything bad about anyone at all. So this week I'm going to take it a little bit further. and just like avoid all negativity. If you follow us on Facebook, you'll see us posting things about like all the horrible things that are going on in the world. Just for this week, just again to see if at all it has any effect. I'm going to try and avoid just and any of that stuff, even like publicising any of the negative stuff that's going on in the world. The theory being, I'm sort of taking a leaf out of Super Nanny's book, as it were. And I'm not even going to acknowledge the bad behaviour of people, you know, very much like if they were a naughty toddler. I'm just going to ignore them, send them to the naughty step if I have to, basically. But actively praise things that are like happening that are positive. And I think that's probably going to have a positive effect on how I react with things. A couple of other people have asked who joined in last week with not saying anything negative about people over the weekend, said that they have had problems doing it. And I know that, like, even though I was already kind of doing that, I still do slip up at times. And it doesn't really matter too much that you do slip up. The point is to be consciously aware of it. What I tried to do was to offset it, that if I did accidentally say anything bad about someone, to give someone else a compliment and sort of, you know, in the grand scheme of things, sort of balance things out. Again, you don't have to do that. It's just a theory and an experiment. But if you do want to join in, I would ask that if you find anything that it affects you any positively or negatively, or even if it doesn't, just let us know how you get on and tell us what you find out, because that's kind of the point of the experiment, to see, you know, if it has any effect at all, or if it's just a lot of hippie bollocks. Right, yeah, no, I've got a news blade that I'm going to get to in the middle of the show later on, but yeah, it's probably going to be quite difficult to address without being negative, but I'll try and see what I can do with that. But in the meantime, let's have a bit of music. This track's from Fear Notting Band, and it's a tune that I've just got the hook playing in the back of my head, just to sort of remind us on, and just because it's a banging tune, to move positive, as they say in the song. So here it is.
Hey, yo!
Everybody move positive. We no deal with people who move negative. Some of them a move like say them lose them weak. We have to ask what that them a deal with. We sing again.
Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me have to tell them jump on my side. Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me have to tell them jump on my side. Cause bad mind people are try broke your vibe. See them on the road and you have to walk wide. And watch your friend them say them right by your side. And push come to shove you find out say them lie. And when we pick it and I say bonafide. Wolf behind sheep clothing them hide. And them come in a many shape and size. See them and you know them as long as you wise. And same one them no want see we rise. And ooh, jump on my side. Grabbing a pot and them no want we take a slice. But jump on my side.
Everybody move positive. We no deal with people who move negative. Some of them a move like say them lose them weak. We have to ask what that them a deal with. We sing again.
Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me have to tell them jump on my side. Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me have to tell them jump on my side.
No purpose, just let me clear the air. Doing the wrong thing, make everyone afraid. When we should be doing the right thing, I'll give Jah enough praise. Everybody move positive. We not deal with people who move negative. Some of them a move like say them lose them weak. We have to answer a what that them a deal with. We sing again.
Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me have to tell them jump on my side, jump on my side, jump on my side. Me have to tell them jump on my side. Everybody stay positive, you know? Positivity, no negativity.
Everybody move positive. We not deal with people who move negative. Some of them a move like say them lose them wig. We have to ask what that them a deal with. We sing again.
Jump on my side, jump on my side. We have to tell them jump on my side, jump on my side, jump on my side. We have to tell them jump on my side. See them one them now want see we rise, but ooh, jump on my side. Grab the pot and them now want we take a slice, but Lord, jump on my side.
Everybody move positive. We not deal with people who move negative. Some of them a move like say them lose them wig. We have to ask what that them a deal with. We sing again.
Jump on my side, jump on my side. We have to tell them jump on my side, jump on my side, jump on my side. We have to tell them jump on my side, yeah. Jump on my side, jump on my side. We have to tell them jump on my side, jump on my side, jump on my side. We have to tell them jump on my side.
We're living a high life. Whatever goes up comes down again. Drawn in by the bright lights. In a bottle of brown, I found a friend. We're living a high life. Whatever goes up comes down again. Drawn in by the bright lights. I was lost in the crowd, I'm found again.
Easy does it on a summery day. Glugging as if I'm flushing like a water a day. Guzzling while I'm bumping some NWA. But it doesn't mean I don't want no trouble coming my way. Hitting the pump after bumping some fun. Big on the smoking top is what it does when I'm drunk. I'm talking loud like I'm witty and clever. And whoever's here I am bending that to singing whatever. Frank's back and he's zigzagging already. I look a little crackers but I'm actually merry. Acting the steady, I know where the feeling is hostile. Cause every single thing I seem to speak is the gospel. Gospel, like all the ladies checking the Otis. The people stop and stare, they're bare-chested and bloated. Listen, my peeps, and I bundled into a taxi. Now this is what I do to relax me. I live it up.
We're living a high life. Whatever goes up comes down again. Drawn in by the bright lights. In a bottle of brown, I found a friend. We're living a high life. Whatever goes up comes down again. Drawn in by the bright lights. I was lost in the crowd, I'm found again. So get it down your neck, have another one. Don't throw it down the hatch till the sun is gone. You don't like me when I'm drunk, you can run along. When the day turns into night, I didn't know my limits, now I'm coming down. I drunk away the problems I was running from. You can catch me in the morning when the fun is gone. When the dark turns into light, we're living a high life. Whatever goes up comes down again. Drawn in by the bright lights. In a bottle of brown, I found a friend. We're living a high life. Whatever goes up comes down again. Drawn in by the bright lights. I was lost in the crowd, I'm found again.
Eyelids heavy like a couple of lead weights. Head banging, ears ringing from 5 bass. Breath stinking with a lingering bad taste. I wake up, the empty cans are full ashtrays. Can't recall a damn thing about that evening. Angry texts from friends but can't remember speaking. Must have been steaming, don't know what's real or a dream. But I think I got the beating for no reason. Jesus, cheeks all swollen and bleeding. Oh, this I see him looking just how I'm feeling. Crying the feast, but the idea of eating got this dry heaving every weekend repeated. 2 new FM
coffee in the whitey. What goes down comes up again, unsightly. Cursing the wretched bird song, maybe this is a lesson to learn from. Nah,
We're living a high life. Whatever goes up comes down again. Joined by the bright lights. In a bottle of brown I found a friend. We're living a high life. Whatever goes up comes down again. Joined by the bright lights. I was lost in the crowd, I'm found again.
so get it down your neck, have another one. I'm throwing down the hatch till the sun is gone. You don't like it when I'm drunk, you can run along. When the day turns into night, I didn't know my limits, now I'm coming up. I drunk away the problems I was running from. You can catch me in the morning when the sun is gone. When the dog turns into light.
Three Kings High there, living the high life. Right, now, in the news, hang on, I've got a video playing in the background on one of these tabs I've got open. There we go. Right, this, the news I'm speaking about today is there are now 4 bankers who have apparently committed suicide in recent weeks. Now, the interesting thing that I noticed, I was reading this article on RT this morning, and I noticed that it was saying alleged suicides. Now, just a couple of weeks ago, there was a few articles flying about what I'm going to term as unrest. It's not really accurate. Within the banking and financial sector, there was stuff at play that suggested a secondary financial crash was being manufactured. These things don't happen by accident. Let's be real about this. Now, what I found interesting, particularly about this article on RT, was, as I say, I read it this morning, and it said alleged suicides, even though the police are treating it as suicide and saying they've no reason to think it's not. RT seem to think differently. They've now changed that to apparent suicides. But it's that language, to me, that suggests that something's afoot. Now, because you have to be careful with political language and stuff. These things don't get written particularly haphazardly. There's generally, if you read between the lines, there's more going on than they're actually telling you. And the details of the article just describe this guy that's fallen or jumped from a financial building, and that does seem very, very suspect to me. As I say, I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to look at things in a positive light, but just the fact that apparent and alleged are being bandied about, and following the last banking crisis, right? What happened? What happened to the banks is they lost billions of pounds. I say lost. It didn't, it's not down the back of the couch somewhere. Someone's nicked it, haven't they? Right? Billions of pounds went missing, right? So they got bailed out of the public funds, and that was fine. And everyone still got bonuses. In fact, bonuses and profits and shit have been on the rise this year. So, why are these people killing themselves? The rich as fuck. They've got fucking more money than ever hoped for. If they wanted to, they could just piss off Colombia and live out the rest of their days on fucking marching powder, should they so desire. What have these people got to kill themselves over? So, it seems to me, and again, this is just sheer speculation, that these people have something that either they're very, very ashamed of, perhaps because, as I say, these financial crashes don't happen by accident. There's obviously some dodgy dealings going on there. Speculation, of course. But also, perhaps to look at it from another angle, perhaps they were privy to some information regarding that I can only speculate to. And maybe they were threatened to blow the whistle if this type of thing went ahead, or, it does seem very, very suspect that suddenly these people are going to, off themselves. So yeah, I mean, look, well, I can't say what's going to happen for sure. I'm just speculating, as I say, but it does look very dodgy and things. You know, I mean, I don't want to incite a run on the banks, but I've never trusted banks anyways. But I would mind how you go if you have money in them, because there's some very, very dodgy stuff going on right now, and I expect that's going to come to a head quite soon. So yeah, that's today's news. It's not positive. I'll have to give out some compliments to offset that, I suppose. But yeah, let's have some a bit of Soja now. This is a track about negativity creeping in. It's called Creeping In, and it sounds like this.
Is pollution, word of sin is dead, and a word of negativity is ungodliness and mankind. What do we got coming now? Well, in a world rewarding competition, ideology of capitalism, I never heard the voice of compassion. Instead of a life consists of criticism, where they creeping it, yeah, negativity, I see them, and we never let them win. Creeping in, yeah. Just see them, and we never let them win. Creeping in, why can't we just love now for one another and help with intention of love, yeah? And with our word we must grow our brother, positive they gonna come, Too many of you get confused by a system, thinking it's man versus man. We need nice time, and I find I buy one smile for man. They creeping in, yeah. Negativity, what? Just in them, and we never let them win. Creeping in, yeah. They creeping in, yeah. Negativity, what? Just in them, and we never let them win. Creeping in. Who is your role model gangster and prosecutor? Our president convicted drunk driver, role model military and also mercenary, and we supposed to conform when they lost already. Role model is gangster, a prosecutor, your president convicted drunk driver. Yo, with the military, yo, with the mercenary, we supposed to respect them when they are lost already. They creeping in, yeah. Negativity, what? Just seen them, and we never let them win. Them creeping, yeah. Now they creeping in, yeah. Negativity, what? Just seen them, and we never let them win. Them creeping, yeah. We seen them, and we never let them win. Now.
Soja there, we're creeping in. Unfortunately, that's all I've got time for on today's episode of the CPR podcast. I must have been speaking more shite than I expected, because that is just flew by. Anyways, tune in again tomorrow, live from 7 p.m, where I'll be playing some rock and reggae hits. I'll try not to blather on too much during that and actually get some music played for you. I'll leave you now with this number from Text Offenders. It's called Something Grim, and it goes like this.
So, how would you describe yourself? What is the job or trade you've been doing for the last 10 years?
All the garbage disposal. A sanitary engineer.
This is something grim. You can find it at the bottom of a rubbish bin. Have a rummage then. If you've got that dirty old shit, then come along, chuck it in. This is something grim. You can find it at the bottom of a rubbish bin. Have a rummage then. You might discover things. One man's trash is another man's nourishment. It's the scummy king, North Grey Minister, spit sinister, back alley skip pillager, sick calligrapher, dirty rotten scoundrel, always getting shooty, giving somebody a mouthful, sofa dwelling slackjaw, sharper than a hacksaw, sour grapes, early hours, creeping through your back door, black sheep of the family, always getting frowned at, frankly I don't give a fuck, too busy penning foul tracks. Think if we're the northeast native, born here, even my balls seep hatred, always going ape shit, uncomfortable to be around, feel the need to break shit, stubborn fucking lay about, never really say no, except for when I'm mourning, the strange recluse, throwing fits and always zoning, I'm so potent, flows are devilish to say the least, souls grimmer than the reaper, deeper than hell beneath. This is something grim. You can find it at the bottom of a rubbish bin. Have a rummage then. If you've got that dirty old shit, then come along, chuck it in. This is something grim. You can find it at the bottom of a rubbish bin. Have a rummage then. You might discover things. One man's trash is another man's nourishment. Straight up dirty, dinner on my jersey. Check the style. About as fly as a turkey, good for nothing. Rubbish rotten. Only up when I'm down, getting higher, rock fucking bottom. With a bang, make the ground shake. Spit a sour taste. Sit back, let the hours wait. Treat life like a pit stop. Only hands busy are the ones on my wristwatch. Hip hop's just an excuse to do jack. I would lend a hand, but I'm busy with my new track.
True facts, straight line. Stew fat glazed eyes. Too much cause his brain's fried.
Plus I'm lazy as fuck. Closest I get the cleanings, writing my name in the dust. And I hate the disgust. Don't touch, I'd advise not breaking the crust. This is something grim. You can find it at the bottom of a rubbish bin. Have a rummage then. If you've got that dirty old shit, then come along, chuck it in. This is something grim. You can find it at the bottom of a rubbish bin. Have a rummage then. You might discover things. One man's trash is another man's nourishment. It's that prick getting under your skin. Been doing out for 4 weeks, just waiting for the month to begin. Blind drunk cunt stumbling in, blood on my chin. Wash my hands in the box and take a dump in the sink. I'm too stubborn within. Oscar the Grouch running off at the mouth like fuck what you think. I spit sick, spill my guts in the bin. Hold a blank page with my face covered in ink. We don't turn heads, we turn stomachs. Chill and burn buckets till we sit higher than the earth's summit. Drop a verse, fuck it, watch your words plummet. Born sinners, war spitters, you should learn from it. North scum, stand out like a sore thumb. T.O. will march to the war drum with sword tongues, leaving fatal wounds. You best be making room, I face your doom. If you sleep on us, you won't be waking soon. This is something grim. You can find it at the bottom of a rubbish bin. Have a rummage then. If you've got that dirty old shit, then come along, chuck it in. This is something grim. You can find it at the bottom of a rubbish bin. Have a rummage then. You might discover things. One man's trash is another man's nourishment. Straight up dirty, dirty rotten scoundrel. Born sinners, war spitters, sick calligrapher. Straight up.